Hello. This video today is to answer. I have had so many questions and they've all been the same ones. So this video today is made for that. One of the questions was, why do I have the intro? Well, I know a song that'll get on your nerves. It's only 14 seconds. That's all. But it gets on your nerves. And I keep hearing people. Right, when I'm out on the road, I use my laptop and a little wireless mouse. I sometimes use the board, but I do exactly the same editing on that as what I do, even down to the OBS for the live streams, and when I'm doing talkovers, to when I'm in the van, depending on what's going on around me, I use the earplugs Bluetoothed to the laptop. They come with a USB charging lead and loads of spares. Not worked out what those are for yet. Don't know. I think they're covers for those, but those are courtesy of Brown Euphorium off eBay. I got an eBay account and I like them. My granddaughter loves them because she wanders off. I must get another set. As I say, got them off Brown's Euphorium. I'll try and find the link and I'll put, and that's how the package came. It was given to me. And then when I'm walking around, if it's too windy, I tend to use a dictaphone, and this is just a cheapy, I don't know, 25 quid off eBay, I think it was, a cheapy dictaphone. It's just a voice recorder. It also comes with the adapters. I can record off the telephone as well, and I need a microphone, a small microphone, depending on where I am, how windy it is. This is what I use. It's just got an ordinary foam muff on it, and that's when I'm out and about. If it's too windy, I'll record the microphone that's on the camera that I'm using in a moment. Right, my cameras, I use a mixture. I use my Sony Handycam, and that has got very good quality, very good zoom. It's got 9.2 megapixels, so whatever that is, 54 times zoom, zenith lens. So that's what I use for a lot of it. And as I said, they all screw to my tripod. I think it's brilliant little handy cam. Oh, if I can get my fingers in there to open it. It is a handy little cam. And I've also used it for a lot of my filming on the tripod, purely because I can turn the screen around. Oh, the lens cover is on, because I can turn it around, the screen around to the face the forwards. Right, I can tilt it to anyway. As I say, that's been a brilliant camera. I think it cost about 160 quid when I bought it, and that's a few years ago now. So that's that one. I also use this little Cheapo. I've got it in a holder at the in its holder at the moment, but it comes out. It's just a little square cube. It is 4K Ultra HD, and it'll take up to 64 gig of card. It is it has been an absolute brilliant little camera that I have used. It cost me, I think it was 25 or 30 quid off eBay many years ago, and it's done all the biz. My trusty tripod and my mobile phone. That's what I use sometimes when I'm doing lives. There you go, look, there's me filming me. There's my camera, look. If I press that. There, see, I'm filming me filming this. Right. This is my trusty little real old, one of the first Tom-Toms. This is the mount for it. Absolutely nothing wrong with a mount. It's always a Tom-Tom that packs in, right? I use it to stick her to the windows outside or to the paintwork. Clean the paintwork off first. You don't get no dust underneath it, because if you're driving along and you're filming with that, I've used it in quite a few situations. I even taped it, stuck it on the back of somebody's car because they said their car was smoking. It wasn't just condensation first thing in the morning. And so I suckered it to the boot of their car and filmed the exhaust as I was driving it. So that's an absolute godsend. I am so glad I got this. It's got image stabilization. I can switch the screens. I'll stop this one. There you go. See, I can swap the screens and it'll come onto the front screens. So if I'm sort of doing the selfies, I can use this and I can see what I'm doing. Let's turn it back if I can. There you go. Yeah, so that is an all the camera. I've got the camera clamp, the Sony, the Wemos, and my Osmo Action Pro. It's the four of the cameras. They're the main ones I use. Absolutely brilliant, especially this one. I'm in love with this one. She's been the godsend. As for what am I using for my desktop editing, and what do I use to do all my editing? Well, I use I just got to stop that one. That's it. I use OBS to do my lives and my green screen. I think a lot of you have seen the green screens that I do. That's just a bit of fun, that is. And I also use, let's get that up. I'll record that off OBS for you. This is now running on the desktop microphone, and I'm filming the desktop. I run two monitors, as you saw, so I'm using OBS on the left hand screen and I use my editing software on the other screen, purely because that's a bigger screen. This is OBS. This is PowerDirector. Sorry, this is PowerDirector. Let's have a look. Let's get it up for you. There you go. It's PowerDirector 16, and it's the ultimate. There is a mobile app for it, but I don't use it. I've got it on my phone, but I don't use that. I find it quite difficult to use. So yeah, this one, it's a one-off package. You buy the package. They have fetched another one out, which is called the 360, which you have to pay a subscription for to get the updates. But once you've bought these the earlier packages, you no longer get the why have I just opened that up? There, let's get that one. Oh, I know why I opened that up. Right, see, I can get my drive up these, as I said. Well, I'll just go back. I've got 2 TB hard drive in as Windows, you know, the standard drive, the main C drive, which is partitioned into a recovery systems file and a systems reserved. So that's reserved for the Windows to operate. And I've also got another 3 TB hard drive. There's a 2 TB there, which I've nearly filled up. I've got 500 megabytes free, so that's going to come to an end soon. There's another terabyte there. I've also got another brand new one, it's either a 1 or 2 TB on the side ready to go in. I do try and save all my video. You never know when you need to go back and recall it. I can show you that without even shutting it down, right? Because I'll just bring it out and make it full screen. Now this is the OBS. I don't know whether anybody, all of you, know what this is at the moment. See, I'm still recording. This is only up here because there you go. You could do fades, and that's what you're viewing now. There we go. This one, I'll show you what this camera is in a moment. This camera, it looks like it's a little bit darker than the other camera because it's still, you know, I've only just fetched it to the front at the moment. This camera, the range, look, I've got my arms full reach. Let's move over a tad. I got my arms full reach. That's giving me a good 2 meter wide angled. Brilliant. And I'll show you why and what camera that one is. This one is an ordinary PC cam, webcam, and that's sat on top of one of the monitors, in fact the left hand monitor, which is great. I mean, yeah, I've got overhead lighting. It's giving me a shiny forehead. If I turn the light off, it's still not too bad. It's auto adjusting a little bit, but it's a dull, overcast, dreary day today. But there, that one's another just an ordinary desktop webcam. So I'll take this one off, and now I'll show you the webcams. Right, I use a choice. Oh look, I'm still on there. I use a choice of 3, well, in fact 4 webcams. That one I use most of the time because that one's pretty good on light and everything like that. I can bring it straight up. That's brilliant little camera. But there is a piece de la resistance. It's my Next Base 212 webcam, dash cam. Let's have a look there, and it also works as a PC cam, and that's the one that is giving me the wide angle, the full, because you know when it's in the car, it takes the full screen. So that's a brilliant little thing that I've been using for some of my live streams. I think the last couple of Brightwells I used it as well, purely to be able to get in all the background. But other than that, I can't think what else I'd use. Yeah, as I say, there's the desktop mic on a nice little flexi. Just plugs direct into the sound card. There's the third camera, which is sort of there. If I'm doing anything on the desktop, that one shows it up. Other than that, transferring data from all the cameras. I mean, I've got a list of all these different USB leads. Why is everything got to be different? Plus transferring it, I sometimes use the network. She's networked. I use a network there and USB into the, because this one hasn't got a network card in it, so I use this little device, which is just a RJ45 conversion to be able to go onto the network, but that's too much bloody hassle. I just use 64 gigabyte what do they call them? Dongle and SD cards. You know, I can take all the SD cards out. You know, they're all using SD cards, or I plug them in direct into my thing. My computer is down on the floor. Light's not very good down there. Let me just get a better light if I can reach it. Right, that's my desktop and my bird's nest. That's an i7, so it's got plenty of processing power, and it's got 8 USBs on the back. There's another hard drive there amongst all the dust. There's one of my, that's the one I take with me normally. It's got 6 or 8 USBs on the back, 2 on the front down there, another 2 there. I can also plug in my headphones and my microphone there if I need to. But other than that, yep, that's all I can do. There will be upcoming videos. One will be the Power Oak. Only trouble is I got the one that went wrong, so I'm waiting for a new one to come through. Then I'll do a review on it. Then it'll be the new DVR for recording in my van, the security system, and that's the Wi-Fi dongle to take the RJ45. And I found these as well, surface mounted USB sockets. That'll be in a different video again.